Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Morgan Barroso on behalf of the people.
Alex Warren Green on behalf of Ms. Bonkachan. Please state your name.
Julie Bonkachan.
Your Honor, this time we're asking the court to set the matter for a preliminary examination. If I may address bond.
Sure.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Bonkachan was last before the court a week ago. That time she was remanded for bond violations. I believe she had 2 missed tests and a positive test.
No, that and lying.
Of course, Your Honor.
Okay.
And that's
Okay, go ahead.
Ms. Bonkachan does wish to apologize to the court today for being dishonest at that time. She's assured me that she will continue testing, that she knows what she needs to do, that if her phone wasn't working or anything else like that, that's really not an excuse to miss testing. She's fully employed at the University of Michigan Hospital. Sorry, Your Honor. And cares for her 2 children. Right now, her 2 children are living with her sister. So we're just asking the court to consider reducing her bond. Right now, she's held without bond or a personal bond.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
If her children are living with her sister, then I'm really concerned because I do have note that she called the victim 41 times. And my understanding was the only reason to
Excuse me?
the victim was to have contact with the children. So if the children are not with the victim, then I am concerned.
Okay, hold on. So the Daniel Gray, I have listed as the victim.
Correct.
Found street.
There is contact allowing for conversations about the children. That was my understanding of the bond conditions. So if the children are with her sister, I see no reason for her to have contact with the victim.
Well, the conditions that I have is that the only communication that would have been allowed with the victim regarding the children would have been by text.
There have been 41 phone calls.
Your Honor, that's the first I've heard of her making any phone calls from the jail. My understanding is that the children are living with Ms. Bonkachan's sister and that they do spend time with their dad, who's the complaining witness in this case as well. And prior to her incarceration, it sounds like she did have contact with her dad for purposes of raising the children.
Who?
With the children's dad, the complaining witness in this matter.
Right.
Yeah.
That's 41 calls this week.
41 calls since she's been taken into custody. That
Oh, dear God.
Some conversations, we never argued or anything. It's just straight about the kids.
Counsel?
Well, Your Honor, that's the first I've heard of it. I don't think
Do
this
you
one.
want to talk to her about it? Because, I mean, here's the problem. Problem is her bond conditions are that she could only communicate with that individual by text. I realize being in custody, that may not be able to happen. But then the only communication that can occur via text is it has to be regarding the children. Got 41 calls to this person. I have 41 calls to this person and then find out that the person that would be caring for the children is not this person, is not the victim. That's a problem. Just on the face of it, it's a problem.
I understand that, Your Honor. And I know Ms. Bonkachan's primary.
I hate to do
concern
this
is
to the
for
sheriff's
children.
department. Why don't, because theoretically, she may have been released, but this throws a whole new light on everything because she hasn't been doing any, I mean, she's just making her own rules, which is really part of the problem with how she got herself in, outside of lying to me. and now, and not following her bond conditions, and then now I got another one, potential. So let me do this. The sheriff's office would be so kind. Take her back. You might want to talk to her because otherwise. Case people versus Buckington.
Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Morgan Barroso, that applicable.
And Alex Warren Green on behalf of Ms. Vaughn-Fachan. State your name again.
Julie Bonpachan.
Thank you. Your Honor, I had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Vaughn-Fachan. I addressed the phone calls with her. And, you know, Ms. Vaughn-Fachan doesn't deny calling the complaining witness in this matter. I don't know the subject matter of those calls, but what Ms. Vaughn-Fachan tells me is that that subject matter, when those calls are reviewed, is going to come back largely regarding the children, and that the discussions they were having were about the children. The children are staying with her sister while the complaining witness is working. That is filling the void left by Ms. Vaughn-Fachan being in custody. Before Ms. Vaughn-Fachan was in custody, the children would stay with her while the complaining witness worked, and when he wasn't working, would stay with him. So that arrangement is the same. It's just that Ms. Vaughn-Fachan's sister is taking care of the children while the complaining witness is at work. So again, I don't know the subject matter of those calls. What Ms. Vaughn-Fachan tells me.
And you don't know, from the people, you don't know the subject matter of the call.
Your Honor, when I saw 41 calls, I was under the impression that they would be related to the children, but that doesn't eliminate my concern.
I know.
And I'm also concerned that her representation is largely related to the children, which to me leaves room for an understanding that there's other things being discussed as well.
And Your Honor, what Ms. Vaughn-Fachan tells me is that none of their communications regard the case. None of them are communications regarding what the complaining witness should do or can do or may do. It's nothing to do with that.
Okay, I get that. But all that does is stop additional charges. Right?
Of course.
Or that goes to whether or not there would be additional charges coming from the prosecutor's office. They don't go to what is another violation of the court's order. I mean, just the call itself. I mean, I could even understand if there were a few calls regarding the kids because she can't text because of the position that I can get that. 41?
That's a large number of calls, Your Honor. I understand the question.
And here's my other problem. And this is the problem that people have when they come before me and they lie. You lie to me, then it's hard for me to believe anything that you're saying. And so if you're saying you're calling regarding the children, are there calls to her sister at least?
I have not checked. We don't have the sister's phone number because it's not in the police report.
Counsel, how soon can you get the phone calls to?
I'll send an email request right now.
Pardon?
I will send the email request right now. Usually they get released within a day.
Well, during the probable cause out 1 week. Or is that what we were doing on this? Yeah. I'll adjourn our probable cause out 1 week to the 14th. 9 a.m. get the calls over. At this point, I'm not going to set it for exam. At this point, what I'm going to do is then let's do it this way. You wanted it set for exam, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to give you a probable cause date on the 14th to try to address her bond to see if we can get her out of custody without some other thing happening. I'll set her preliminary examination. I'll set that for the 26th, 2024, 9 a.m. That will be before me. Next week, though, we'll address her bond after you've had a chance to listen to the calls. And right now, she has no way to communicate about her kids at all because she was doing it by text before.
That's right, Your Honor.
And at least pending the hearing next week, her phone privileges, defendant's phone privileges in their entirety are revoked. Just keep making it worse. Continue. Thank you. Calls case People versus Ezra Fleury.
Your assistant prosecuting.
Good morning, and Your Honor, Andrew Meyer on behalf of Ezra Fleury. Your Honor, I've been in contact with Mr. Fleury. He is currently residing in Lansing and did not have a ride to court this morning. He informed me that earlier today. With that being said, Mr. Fleury does have a probable cause conference in another matter scheduled next week before Your Honor. I would ask that this.
So is he going to find a ride then?
Yes.
But he was supposed to find a ride today.
His ride fell through.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. Should have started out earlier. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear, bond 10,000 cash surety. That warrant will issue immediately. He needs to get this taken care of.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Dan Lee.
Assistant prosecuting attorney Mike Rose on behalf of people.
Kenneth Overwater, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Lee, who stands to my right. Mr. Lee, would you state your name for the record, please?
My name is Lee, Dan Lee. Last name Lee.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
What are we doing?
Your Honor, defense will be asking to adjourn the probable cause conference. We have put in a referral for immigration counsel for Mr. Lee. Additionally, Ms. Barroso informs me that there are new controlled substance charges that will be shortly filed against Mr. Lee, so we need time for those to catch up as well.
Yes, Your Honor, there are 2 additional cases which are being authorized as a felony. I have not typed them. I was planning to do that when I have a break at PCC's today. They are warrants that have.
You're going to have a break? Okay, go for it.
You notice that meant that she couldn't do it
Okay.
because you won't give her a break.
That's not what she
That's
said.
one nut she
Thank you for
implied that
interjecting in our
George
conversation. Go ahead, Ms. Barroso, you were saying.
So there are 2 cases that I am planning to authorize today. I have already reviewed them and made a charging decision. I just haven't had a moment to type them. So those do need a moment to catch up. Additionally, there is the matter of jail calls. I do have a note from an intern, and I did let Mr. Overwater know about this, that he has made 32 calls to the victim. I do want to note for the record, it is exclusively in Vietnamese, so we don't know the content of those calls, but we do have a transcription service that we are planning on running that will translate those calls tomorrow. So I should have a better.
But there shouldn't be contact in any event.
Correct, but it is up for debate whether or not that will give rise to a forfeiture by wrongdoing motion if the victim fails to appear at exam. So I did just want the court to be on notice of that. We are requesting that his jail phone privileges be revoked at this time due to the number of calls that have been made.
Defense does not object to that request.
I'll adjourn the probable cause conference, March 28, 2024, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. Defendant's phone privileges are hereby ordered revoked.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Assistant Public Defender Hannah Apple appearing on behalf of Mr. Lyons.
Mr. Lyons, will you please state your name for the record?
Trevor Calvin Lyons.
This is a waiver.
Correct, Your Honor.
Sir, the indication is you're going to waive your right to have a preliminary examination. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You understand that that's a proceeding where the people have to show by probable cause that the offense alleged was committed and that you committed it.
I understand.
All right, you understand you will not have that hearing and you'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
I do.
All right, people also waive their right. Preliminary examination having been waived, defendant is bound over to circuit court on a single count.
Defense would acknowledge receipt of the information, waive any formal reading of the complaint. My client would stand mute and we'd ask that this matter be set for a pretrial date.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial will be set for
March 27th at 1:30 before Judge Conlon.
March 27, 2024, 1:30, Judge Conlon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bond continue. Calls case of the people versus Travis Bogan.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Bogan. Your Honor, Mr. Bogan's not here. Ms. Coons did speak with the social worker at the St. Joe Psychiatric Hospital, and he is in the hospital there. And she was also going to ask for an adjournment because of video that's needed on the case. So I would ask to adjourn this.
So she verified that he's at the hospital?
Yes.
Without objection, probable cause conference, March 28, 2024, 9 a.m. Bond continues.
Thank you.
Court calls case people versus DeQuantes Moore. Two cases.
Andrew Banis with and on behalf of Mr. Moore, who's present at the podium.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I am requesting, my client and I are requesting a preliminary exam in both cases. If I may, just to point out, he has a circuit court pretrial on March 27th. So therefore, I'm asking if March 19th or March 26th are available to hold them before that date.
Well, I'm sure they're available. I guess, is discovery complete?
Yes, there's some video that I still need to review with my client, but it is complete. Other than that,
People have their witnesses available on the 19th. Preliminary examination in person will be set March 19th, 2024, 9 a.m. before Judge Perry in both matters.
thank you, Your Honor.
Bond continued. Thank you. Court calls case people versus Brandon Cole.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm requesting attorney on behalf of the people.
Rob Proctor on behalf of.
Good morning. Your name, sir? Brandon Cole. Thank you. What are we doing?
Found a protective order.
Have I?
I'm asking. That's all.
I will.
Please. Thank you.
I think I may have already signed it. I have.
I'm requesting adjournment so we can look at the protective discovery.
I've also informed Mr. Brown that there may be additional charges coming, what would be a new case, and we're discussing those.
That's right.
Probable cause conference, March 28th, 2024, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Court calls case People versus Gary Moore. Not out yet. Oh, there they are. Gary Moore.
Both you, somebody asked the people. Not have.
Okay, what happened here? Hello, sir. What's your name?
Gary Moore.
Okay, was he arraigned?
Yes.
Sir, did you request to have an attorney?
I talked to one about a couple days ago, 3 days ago, maybe.
From the public defender's office?
Yeah, over there, yeah.
So why does this say no counsel?
Because we have the public defender's office was appointed, although they did file an appearance. There wasn't a PD assigned to the case.
Oh. It's not no counsel, there just wasn't anybody assigned. Okay, that looks different.
The clerk's office did not indicate that the people was appointed, so when it went out as no counsel.
All right. Well, you have an attorney now, public defender. Go ahead.
Your Honor, we're ready in this matter. Lauren Brown, Deputy Chief Public Defender, appearing with and on behalf of my client. Your Honor, we'll need to get discovery in this matter. So we're going to ask for a 1-week adjournment.
Is he in on anything else?
Just doing the cases. Okay. No, Your Honor, it's just this case.
All right. Probable cause conference will be adjourned 1 week. March 14th, 2024, 9 a.m. Continue.
So try to get some out of it in this.
Thank you.